Hey everybody, welcome to the A2 English Lesson Practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension as I speak. Okay, today we are going to talk about communication. This is an extremely important topic because all of us need to communicate in our daily lives. First of all, let's talk about some of the different ways that people communicate. In the past, communication was pretty simple. You could talk to the pupil in the person, you could call pupil on the phone, or you could write pupil a letter. But nowadays, there are lots of ways for people to communicate with each other. The internet have given us many more methods of communication. Nowadays, for most young people, sending messages is more common than actually talking to people. They use messaging apps, social media apps, and normal text messaging. We also have video call platforms like Skype and Zoom. This technology have completely changed the way that we communicate. However, there are some things related to communication that will always be the same. For example, communication always requires effort. You need to make effort to call someone, send them a message, or knock on their door. Communication with all that takes effort, energy, and time. Another thing that necessary for good communication is good listening skills. Do you know someone that isn't a good listener? This person probably isn't a fun person to talk to. When someone only talk about themselves and they don't ask you questions, this can be annoying and boring. When you talk to someone who really listens to you, it's much more superior. So this is something that we can all practice with being better listeners. Another important part of communication is having empathy is the ability to understand and feel what other people are feeling. When you talk to someone who's empathetic, it feels like they understand and you and they care about you. But when you talk to someone who's not empathetic, you probably don't feel him away. One other skill that can help your communication is humor. This refers to being funny. When people have a good sense of humor, it's really fun to talk them because you can laugh together. Humor makes communication more interacting in general. Okay, now let's talk about some of difficulties with communication. One of the hardest situations is when you're talking to someone who speaks a different language. I'm sure many of you had a opportunity to speak English to someone who doesn't speak your language. This is both exciting and hard. It is exciting because you get to practice your English in real situation, but it's hard because English isn't your native language. You can express yourself how you express yourself in your language. Of course, it is why you are learning English so that you can speak to people from other countries more effectively. Another thing that can be difficult is if you cyber people who are shy usually don't feel comfortable meeting new people or talking to many people. This used to be shy when I was a kid, but I think people can become less shy if they practice. If you don't force yourself to speak to people often, it will start to become more normal for you. You will feel a little less uncomfortable after a while. One last difficulty is that people have public speaking. Most of people don't like speaking in front of a large audience. It doesn't feel good when everyone watching you. If you have to give a presentation to an audience, the best thing you can do is really prepare and memorize is presentation beforehand. If you don't do that, you will be able to say what do you need even if you never. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for listening.